Okay, this is a personal safety sheet. It's about the 7 root safety strategies, or the 7 main safety strategies, ways to keep yourself safe. This is from Kids in the Know. You can also go to the website kidsintheknow.ca, and there's more activities. There's even a game or two on there. So I'm going to go over these in detail. Because the activity this week is to write real life examples for at least 3 of these. Okay, so just 3 out of the 7. So I'm going to go through all 3 of them, starting in the top left and then going to the right and over and across. Here we go. First one: shout no, run and tell someone. So if someone asks you to do something that makes you feel confused, uncomfortable, or sad, leave the situation as soon as you can and tell a safe adult about it. So remember, we talked last week about safe adults or trusted adults. So these are the people you should go to if you feel one of these feelings: confused, uncomfortable, sad, about someone asking you to do something. It could be an adult, it could be a teenager, it could be another kid. Just go to a safe adult and talk to them about it. But you can just be assertive to them and shout no, and then just run and tell someone. Okay? Next one: trust your instincts. Your instincts are the feelings inside of you that warn you of danger. Pay attention to your body's alarm. So your instincts are kind of feelings that you get sometimes when you're uncomfortable or things just don't feel right. Some people say like butterflies in your stomach. So if you ever get that feeling in a situation or around certain people, that's when it would be a good idea to go tell a safe adult about what you're feeling. It'll just give you some comfort just being around that safe adult as well. All right, next one is keep and speak secrets. So there's 2 types of secrets here. One is good and one is not so good. A keep secret is a good secret. These types of secrets have endings. They don't hurt or make you feel mixed up. They have an ending like a surprise birthday party. So if someone told you to keep a secret about a surprise birthday party, there's going to be an ending to that secret, because you don't have to keep it forever. You only have to keep it until that surprise birthday party is done. Okay, so those ones are okay. Those ones are fine. A speak secret, these ones are not good secrets and should be told to a safe adult as soon as you can. So speak secrets do not have an ending, and all secrets about touching are speak secrets. They need to be told to a safe adult, like I mentioned. So if there's any involvement of touching where someone wants to touch you, or someone asked for you to touch them in an uncomfortable way or any way, go tell a safe adult right away or as soon as you can. Okay? If someone says to you, don't tell anyone, and it's a speak secret, you do the opposite. You go tell someone. Okay? Because these types of secrets, like it said, does not have an ending. So you need to make it have an ending by telling a safe adult. Okay? Next one is dignity and respect. All people deserve to be treated with dignity and respect. Everyone is equal, regardless of where they come from or the experiences they have had. You need to recognize your own self-worth and expect to be treated well. So there's that saying, treat others the way you want to be treated, right? We all deserve to be treated respectfully, okay? Sometimes people try to make you feel like you have no self-worth. That means feel bad about yourself. Oh, nobody likes you. Nobody wants to be your friend. They try to make you feel bad, okay? And the reason sometimes people do that is because they want to be the person that says, oh, but I won't do that. I'll be here to help you. And they're doing that. That's a strategy for a bad person to get you to trust them, okay? So what you do is you go tell a safe adult about what happened and how they made you feel. Nobody should treat you like garbage or treat you in an undignified way or a disrespectful way. Okay, making comments about your culture, could be even skin color, where you're from, those kind of things. Nobody should be making negative comments about those things. So you go tell a safe adult right away. All right, next one is the buddy system. Got a little picture here even. It says there's safety in numbers. Bring a buddy with you when you go places. So the more you have, the better, right? So here's a picture of 3 people. Usually, if you remember in class, I would send people to other classes or to the office with a buddy, right? So then that way, if something happens, there's always one other person to help out. Okay, so the buddy system works as kids and adults as well. So it's a very helpful system. So this is not just a strategy for kids. Next one, if asked to go and your parents don't know, shout no. So always ask your parents or guardians before going anywhere. No matter who asks you to go, say no if you haven't asked your parents or guardians first. Your parents or guardians must know before you go. Okay, so going over to a friend's house, you want to go to the corner store, right? You don't just leave, right? Your friend doesn't say, "Oh, it's okay, we won't be long. Your parents won't mind." No, you say, "No, I got to tell my parents," right? So make sure you do that, because then if something happens, they won't know where you are or what has happened. Okay, so it's always good to let your parents know before you go. All right, and the last one. If asked to share and your parents aren't aware, say no. If you'll notice, the little icon here is a little picture. It's of a camera. So there's 2 things that we're going to talk about in this one. So the first part, it says, always ask your parents or guardians before sharing or accepting treats or gifts from someone. So if someone wants to give you something but you don't know them, don't accept it, and let a safe adult know right away. Okay, it could be them trying to lure you by giving you something that maybe would be of interest to you. Cell phone, puppy, candy, who knows, right? Money. All right, so make sure your parents know about it. So if it was an aunt or an uncle and they're like, "Hey, here's $5," that's okay, because you'll probably be with your parents. Always make sure that your parents know, though, right? So just keep them in the loop. Let them know. Now, the next part of that one, it says your parents' guardians must be aware before you share online, too. So taking pictures of yourself and putting them online, you need to talk to your parents first, okay? Because pictures that are put online, they're there forever. So they don't disappear. Even if you delete it, you think it's gone, someone could have downloaded it and someone has it and you don't know who has it. So make sure you're not sharing photos of yourself or of where you live, or even jerseys from a sports team, your address, things like that. Anything that could give someone who's online information about you or where you live. Okay, so don't share any of that information. If you have to fill out a form to join some kind of club online, you should not be putting in that information, or you should be asking your parents first before you put in that information. Because people can find out pretty easily where you are from or information about you just by things that you put online. When I'm taking pictures in the front of my house, and if I'm going to post them, I make sure my address isn't shown, because someone could find out where I live just based on that address. So just be aware of things that you're sharing. So don't give away personal information about yourself, right? And passwords. Passwords are very important. Do not share with anyone except for your parents or a safe adult. Someone you know that will not share it or use that password. Because even your best friend, don't share it with a best friend. You know, you trust them, they're your friend, yes, but what if they tell someone else and that other person uses it or whatever? So passwords should be for yourself and a safe adult or a parent. Okay, so if you're asked to share, even people online, "Hey, how old are you? Hey, where do you live?" You say no, and then you go tell an adult right away. Okay, so those are the 7 root safety strategies. Really good strategies to go over with your parents, to even practice, right? So you can work on the activity for that as well, where you give 3 real life examples for these, right? 3 out of the 7. Okay, you get to pick and choose and write some situations where you could use these. Okay.